Hey, it's your boy Log Zero, and I'm here with,
It's Main Man Rev.
and we are here to bring you the latest and the greatest in the One Piece verse.
Yeah, we're bringing you the hottest drama, latest releases, and just to get it out of the way, be sure to drop that like and subscribe button. Make sure to follow us, and if you have any comments or questions, drop them in the chat.
Word.
And with that being said, let's get right into it, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so today we are doing chapter 1013. This one is titled Anarchy in the BM. This one
That's
indicating
weird.
I think it's like a playoff, Anarchy in the UK, maybe.
Yeah, but it's like BM is also bowel movements, so and I don't want anarchy in my bowel movements. I need order. So
that's the last place you want to keep going. But and that's also a weird one, like anarchy in the Big Mom. Like I don't want to be like fighting inside Big Mom. That's also very weird. And maybe that was an implication with the stuff in her flashback. Who knows? We're gonna see as we get into it. But I like this cover. This cover is a reader request. It's Sanji envisioning how he'll cook up a shark. It looks like Zolo. I love the element, like anytime he wants to make fun of Zoro, now he's calling Zolo. And this is,
well, that's the official translation.
Yeah.
So,
but we see in this page we see Zoro in the bottom right corner just sleeping. His three swords, big old snore bubble. We see Sanji with the knife in his hand, considering the shark behind the tank. The Straw Hat's actual ship, and he has three swords with his two fins, in his hands and one in his mouth, and he's looking hungry, like he wants to, kill or eat Sanji as well. Sanji's like, "Oh, I'm gonna slice you up really good, and I'm gonna take particular pleasure in doing this." What's your waistband wearing at? Oh, you messed up today, man. This is my dream.
Little Haramaki. But yeah, cool cover. I mean, not much to say about it. It's funny, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this shark is a pretty deadly opponent. I mean, it's very, clearly using a lot of armament hockey here. No, I'm kidding. But it is a dark colored on top. It has a little, white stripe under with that Zoro's waistband. It's pretty cool. It looks like a sinister shark. I like it. He's like, so I really like this cover. It's pretty cool. But let's get into it. Chapter. All right. So we start off, and right away we have angry Big Mom looking over the scene. Everyone's ignoring her, which I'm like, is the worst thing you can do. But Nami has her back turned. She's just knocked out Ulti with her lightning rod. We see Usopp in the bottom corner. He's also like, whimpering about what's going on. And he yells at Nami, "Nami, what are you thinking? We gotta go. She's gonna get up again, and Big Mom's right behind us. How could you possibly expect to win?" He's holding Otama in his hands. And he's looking a little worse for the wear. And he's like, "Hi, hey Tama, hang in there, kid." Oh, that looks vicious.
Yeah, we see a little bit of the scratches on Tama's face, and she's like trembling, I guess.
Does it look like blood on her side too, or am I bugging?
Yeah. No, it looks like blood on her side. Well, I see blood on her face.
Yeah,
it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. Tama is not good. She's shaking. She's all messed up. And then we see Nami. She's gonna chase after us either way. But the main thing is, she deserves what's coming to her. So Nami's just erupting in rage. We see Ulti, I guess, opening her eyes there when there's a quick bam, indicating that she's not out for the fight. Big Mom behind her is, "Otama, are you still alive?" So her motherly instincts have still been activated. Not ready to attack Nami or Usopp yet. The next panel we see Nami swirling around her baton. He makes a whoop 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 sound with little hearts. I can't love it. And Ulti yells out.
She's playing some dubstep on her.
Yeah. So Ulti,
wait for the beat to drop.
So Ulti screams at Nami. So you finally decided to stay and fight. And and then we see some of the pleasures, in the background, screaming out, "Ha ha ha! Look at her twirling her baton. You're gonna fight Lady Ulti with cheerleading tricks." Bad move, guys. Underestimating Nami.
Yeah, and we see it spinning around this. Her what is her weapon called again? Climb attack. Yeah, climb attack is like spinning around.
Climb attack. Yeah.
And Ulti has a little moment of recognition. He's like, "Bing, huh?" And Nami unleashes a tornado tempo and blasts a bunch of Kaido soldiers. But we see a little sound effect zip, and the place where Ulti was you get an after image kind of effect, and she's apparently she can instant transmission now and just teleport out of the way.
The CP9 members, I guess, and you're zipping off.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good to see a different attack from Nami besides lightning all the time. So that's cool.
Yeah, her moniker is Weather Witch Nami, not just Lightning.
Lightning Nami. Yeah.
Nami. Lightning.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Ulti catches Nami in the next panel and pinned her, grabbed her by her arms, and Nami's like, ah! And then Ulti's like, there, you can't get away. Understand what happens now? I can finally pulverize your skull! And she's rearing back, and Nami has a little shocked look on her face, and Usopp like, Nami! And next page is we see the homies getting geared up, and Big Mom's like, Napoleon, here mama, Prometheus, yeah mama, Hera, yes mama, combine. And they're like she's put Napoleon through the mouth of Prometheus, and on the end of Prometheus is Hera. By the way, this is the first time we've seen Hera now, and she's just whatever. I'll talk about her design later, but Ulti's looking at this and she's like, huh? And Big Mom just unleashes the Miser Cannon, and this combined attack is craziness, and she just shoots a beam straight through Ulti, just piercing her in the gut.
Yeah, and the attack looks a little weird because I see Prometheus.
Napoleon,
Prometheus, Napoleon's in Big Mom's hand, not even really a part attack, so I'm not really sure why he was in there in the first place. It looks like just a combined attack with the two of them. But, through Hera, it looks like there's a lightning going from Prometheus' mouth through her and through Ulti, and say goodbye to your stomach, Ulti, and hits with the Maser Cannon.
And it looks like, I guess, the flames are feeding into the lightning, and I get my head cannon is Big Mom shoots it by just pulling the sword. It's I guess it creates a vacuum, and it's the little trigger to shoot the beam. I don't know. We'll see how it gets animated in the series, but either way, we
do see that Nami avoids this attack though. It's right, she's right above her head. I think that angle might have blown off Nami's head, but.
Well, I mean, Ulti is significantly taller than Nami in this form, and it looks like she's the beam would have gone just above Nami's head to pierce Ulti in the stomach. So
Nami's getting death there. Ulti, we'll see. in the next chapter, in the next page, we see Kaido's forces moving, looking in shock at this attack, and it's a beam attack. And there's a big explosion behind Ulti, and more of Kaido's forces get taken out as Ulti hits the ground with a thud, and they all scream, ah! And it looks like Kuma's blast. It reminds me of that. The laser explosions are kind of all similar in there. But
Kizaru as well. Big. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then we see the homies all laughing at what they did. Prometheus like, ah, we did it, mama. That combo attack was a success. And Hera, hee hee. Just a little laugh and a little heart indications, she thinks she's cute.
Yeah.
And Kaido's forces reply back, and some of them are turning into their smile forms. And they all, Big Mom actually blasted Lady Ulti. Oh, and Big Mom with a growling a snarl face is like, it's what you get for hurting Top. And everyone's commenting, hey, weren't we supposed to be in an alliance with her?
And Ulti is laid the fuck out, and she has more blood stain on her mouth. So obviously blood is dripping out of her mouth.
That's she's waterboarding or something. That's terrible. But Usopp in the next panel is yelling out, this is crazy right now, but at least we're alive. Come on, Nami, let's go. She's like, oh, all right. He holds Otama in his arms, and he's like, she's yelling, oh my Chiyo. And Usopp tells her, I know, Tom, sorry, but we can't right now. Nami reassures her too, we'll come back later to get him. And they're running off trying to escape this. And in the corner, they see Zeus's punk Jazz, found all them. Nami's turns, huh? Zeus? Zeus with a little sad, embarrassed little tears on the side of his face. And Nami is like, wait, but then who's that other lightning cloud? And we see Hera still chuckling. Like, oh. And we see the flash of the homies again. Prometheus is talking to Hera. He's like, wow, we make a really great team, huh? We could never have done that attack with stupid Zeus. And Prometheus is like, no, it's because you're so in tune with me, right, Hera? So they're both trying to flirt with Hera, get the attention. Hera is full of herself. She's feeling herself after that monster attack. She's like, don't get full of yourself, silly little boys. I was only obeying Mama. And they're like, and Prometheus replies, you know where you're here because I asked Mama for a girlfriend, so... And she's like, no, huh? And he's like, oh. So Hera looks to be the new de facto leader in this little group, showing off some power here as the lead tip. And really digging the new female member of the homies, at least the homie squad is.
Yeah.
With that, we go to the next panel.
And Zeus is staring at the situation, and he's saying, Prometheus, Napoleon, Mama, who is that girl? And he says, it's so nice to have some glamour around. I'm guessing that's Big Mom saying.
It's Hera, 'cause it's a little voice.
And then she says, that's right, the three of us will be unstoppable. Yeah, I guess it would be, because it's referring, the homies talking to each other.
One is Prometheus.
Yeah, and Zeus is like, who is she? And he's crying and snot bubbles and everything, tearing up. And he says, oh, it's Nami. Heh. And she just cold shoulders him and looks off. And he just downcast, pouting with his lip, crying. And then Big Mom finally notices Zeus, and there you are, Zeus. And he's like, oh, Mama, sorry I'm so late. It looks like we have a new member. We'll be so tough as a foursome now. And she's like, wrong, Zeus. I don't need you anymore. And Prometheus is like, you left Mama to die, Zeus. How many times have you screwed up? We're better off without you, Napoleon says. And Big Mom says, Hera, go and eat Zeus. His soul will make you even stronger. Oh, gladly, Mama. And Zeus is like, huh? Mama, why would you? And we got some cannibalism, and Hera is just chomping on Zeus's ass here. And he says, thanks for the meal, Mr. Zeus. And he's like, stop, make her stop, Mama. I'm sorry, I always mess up. If you don't want me around, I'll go somewhere else. I'll never bother you again. Just please don't kill me.
That touched Hera. Jesus Christ, it's so sad. And in the next panel, we see Mama, Big Mom with a really scary glow, with the dark shadow face. That would make you nothing but a soul thief, Zeus. If you truly feel sorry, you let her eat you and become newfound strength. The next one we see Zeus crying, what? Save me, Mama! And Big Mom immediately with the tone shift and a happy face is like, right, Otama? I mean, she also has the heart egg on her. But anyways, she noticed...
Yeah, freaking bipolar, She's like tripolar. She's always switching moods, like on a drop of a fucking hat,
She has so many souls in her, maybe that's why. And they're influenced her moods. But,
maybe.
But we notice her noticing noticing Usopp running away with Otama in his arms, and he's like, and Usopp's running with it like, dut. We'll go to the next panel. We have a yoink! Mama yeets Otama out of Usopp's whip, and Otama's in the possession of Big Mom. She's like, and Usopp yells out, Big Mom! Big Mom responds, this would be dangerous, Otama, so let's put you somewhere else. And Nami's like, eek, Otama! And Otama's conscious again, at least. And Big Mom puts her, I think, on a roof or something. It's pretty high up, where it looks like she's talking to her with her finger, like, level. And she's like, now you stay right there. Those people are the Straw Hats. They're a bunch of wicked pirates. And in the next panel, we see Otama yelling at the Big Mom, no, Lin, don't. They're my friends. And Nami and Usopp are running away crying as fast as they can't possibly get. They're like, we're done for! And crying Nami notices poor Zeus getting eaten, getting chomped up by a scary ass Hera in the background with his freaking cloud teeth, looking like a cannibal demon out here. And Zeus goes, Nami! I'm sorry for trying to kill you. And we see a flashback of that where he turned on Nami with a thundercloud. He's like, I'm sorry, Nami, die. And back to the present, he's like, I'm a coward. I couldn't disobey Mama. I was trying to save myself, so I betrayed you. After you were so nice to me. I'm just a sniveling, no good coward. And Nami responds, I don't care. I told you we'll never be friends again. He responds back, I know that. But now they won't take me back either. I'm all alone in the world. They're just gonna kill me. I just don't want to die knowing everyone hates me. It's fine if you don't forgive me. Just watch. And he gets a little ball in his eyes out. But he turns into the thundercloud. You know, the dark storm is rising, and he yells out, "I'm going to rebel for the first and last time. At least I can make it up to one person as I die." And he screams out, "Run for safety!" And thunder is coming out of him at this point too.
Yeah.
"Run for safety, Nami. This is how I want to be remembered." And we see back to Nami's surprised face. Once it's a big, lightning flash. She's like, "Zeus!" You see a zap zap. So.
And just Big Mom just, "Nah, son, snatch."
Second.
And and that deadpan face, just like big epic speech led to nothing.
Literally
and she snatches Zeus, and Zeus is like, "Oh, already out of energy." And then everyone's Nami, Usopp, and Otama are like, "What?"
How did we get Otama back, by the way? What the heck? But yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But she's like wringing him out like, like a towel over here, and his soul is floating out of him. She's sucking out his soul, and Nami's like, "You really are useless." And Big Mom just casually just tosses him, and she's like, "Eat up, Hera." And Hera's like, "Yay!" And then Nami says, "Fine, one last gift of black balls, Zeus. Have these black balls. Eat these and make a getaway." And
That's actually the words she said. That's actually what she said. And
it's no good. She says, "It's no good. He's lost his soul and won't eat his favorite snack." And then Hera's like, "Thanks for the meal, Mr. Zeus." And it looks like she's chomping on Nami's climb attack, like it's in her mouth as well as Zeus. So maybe she's putting, like, maybe Hera's eating some of the lightning ball things. I don't know.
Some of them are there. Some of them are out. Some of them are, I think, in her. And yeah, it does look like the climb attack is still attached to Hera. And in the next part, we see Hera reply, "Oh, ho, 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 the power is rippling through me." I don't know what that was. But Usopp is like, "She ate him!" And in the next panel, we see Usopp yelling, Otama yelling, "Uso Hachi, Nami, we gotta run!" Nami's like, "Otama," and Otama's like, "Come on, hurry!" She's leading the getaway for the three. Big Mom's like, "Otama, why are you running away from me? I hate it when people leave me." And she yells out, "It means I have to kill them!" And she rears back with Prometheus, and it's a fire trail coming behind them, and it looks like the Straw Hats are going to be done for. All three of them, with their crying snot faces, looking back like, "Yeah!" And she launches the attack downward, but it is caught in the next panel. Flaming Sword by...
Ka-ching!
It's caught with a giant metal Gundam hand out of nowhere. Who would it be? And in the next panel, we see Big Mom like, "Huh?" It looks like the hand reaches like up and behind her, kind of obscuring her vision of what's happening. And we see the panel yell out, "Punk!"
Yeah, I took it as like another hand was placed on her face, like grabbing her by her face, which is pretty evident in the next panel. But yeah, continue.
And in the next panel, we have a great, one splash of Kid rearing down and smashing Big Mom's head into the ground with his giant metal arm, and it's Punk Gibson. And
this is a pretty dope ass panel right here. Like, this is drawn like awesome.
Yeah, Big Mom is really. It looks like she's messed up from the stack. I think her eyeballs are popping out. If I see on her kid's hand, I think that's her eyeballs. But
no, I see her little, like, her eyes are blacked out, like right above her cheeks. Are you talking about the little flowers in her hair? Is that what you're thinking?
No, like right under Kid's, in between his fingers.
No, those are her cheeks. Those are her cheeks. Okay. You can see the little. Okay. Yeah.
So, and Kaido's force.
That would be pretty brutal, actually.
I was gonna say, like, she looks like she got messed up because her eyes are popping out, but no, that's not what's happening. He's just covering her face. So Kaido's forces are shocked. They got the tongue out thing, like, "Wah, Big Mom!" And Big Mom is in the ground, messed up, and we see the smoke clearing from this attack. Nami's looking on in confusion. Big Mom pops right up, just does a little shake of her head, and with an angry face, she's like, "Kid." And we see in the next panel, he yells his Kid. He's back. He yells out to get the guys, "Get lost, Strats. She's mine." He's reforming his arm again into a smaller one. And everyone yells out, "Captain Kidd!" And it's Kaido's force are looking.
Well, yeah, the fodder are saying Captain Kidd.
Yeah, everybody is.
In terms of fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're screaming out in fear. Nami, Usopp are hopeful. And
I like how Usopp is clasping his hand like, "Ah!" No!
And they're like, Captain Kidd! And they're saying with joy. The next panel.
Just really quick. What the hell is that animal, like, all the way on the left of those fodders supposed to be? Is he like a pig? Or is he like an otter or something? I can't even tell.
Like a pig, it's not.
Maybe he's a guinea pig.
Aren't they all guinea pigs? But anyways. So Kid's shown up and he's ready to challenge Big Mom. He calls her, "This is mine." Calling a fight. The Bianco don't know how good of an idea that is. So we can see on the next page.
Yeah, we cut back to the rooftop skull dome, and we see Kaido talking. He says, "The outcome was obvious. You gained a powerful weapon and let it go to your head, boy. Human beings didn't give up hope. Or human beings don't give up hope. No, they can't give up hope. That's the problem. It's been a long time since I got worked up like this. I failed. I should have simply cut your head off and announced my victory to everyone," as Kaido's covering his face, apparently in some kind of anguish. But we see Luffy just falling off of Onigashima with the white-out eyes, just because now they'll keep believing that you're gonna win, won't they?
It's a big dong. And Luffy is knocked the hell out. All that big talk, looking like it's kind of for nothing. Let me just... I gotta go take a step away because this is ridiculous. No, but once again, Luffy's doing his thing, reassuring the bad guy they got the upper hand, because they almost murdered him. He's like, I'm gonna walk away from this and come back, and they're gonna just be more confident, more than myself. But god damn it, Luffy! Like, what the hell? Another one getting trash. Come on, when does it end?
Yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, man, that was chapter 1013. I like. Yeah, I like this chapter. It was, in my opinion, better than last week's. But interesting stuff.
Yeah. Big moments, good splash pages, especially. A lot of good stuff. Big Mom's cannon attack, Kid, and unfortunately Luffy taking up 2/3, falling away into the ocean. I'm assuming still. I don't know if they're over land yet, but if they are over the ocean, probably dead. Over land, I guess he could bounce, right? Height doesn't matter for Luffy either. Like, I don't think.
Let's get into the next segment. All right, man. We are here with our review and got some notes to go over. So let's get into that. Well, I wanted to say first off, good to see Nami using different attacks. Like I said in the chapter, I mean, tired of seeing her using lightning all the time, so it's cool to see her do other stuff. I hope this trend continues. I hope, if anything, we see more hybrid stuff. We see more things like Mirage Tempo or,
fusing in with like a thunder thing. Yeah, that would be cool.
Create a hurricane, tornado, something. Do something, besides just lightning. But yeah, that was nice to see. Where do you think that Usopp, Nami, and Otama go from here, since they're freed up?
Well, their plan all along was to get away from Big Mom, to activate the candies that they gave out to brainwash Kaido's forces. So that hasn't been implemented fully either. So I think that's the next stage for them. They're gonna get to the court square where they can hear, I guess, be in the middle of everyone, and then they'll be able to mass activate it, and that'll change the tide of battle. So I think that their journey's off to the side. Maybe it's in the big meetup with everyone else too, in the middle. So I think that's where everyone's kind of going.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because Zoro and Sanji are headed there. The only people who really aren't there are Robin, Frankie, Brooke, and Jinbei. They're off dealing with other members, and who knows? I mean,
in the members of the tower. Yeah.
Since they're kind of making their way to the live floor, maybe the next chapter we'll get something from Robin or Brooke or Jinbei, and it'll be like they resolve whatever their conflict is in whatever manner they resolve it and start heading to the live floor as well. So all the forces are concentrating to the live floor to do something. But yeah,
it would be cool to see like everybody in the tower like beaten or something in the next panel, and like they're just like, all right, time to go meet up with the guys. But yeah, pretty cool. I love that attack, the Miser Cannon. It didn't. I'm not sure how it's gonna work in the actual anime. Like, it didn't look like Prometheus really had anything to do with it, but still really cool. Ulti got like destroyed. Napoleon.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Napoleon. Not being pulled out. He didn't look like he was part of the attack. Really just looked like Hera and Prometheus combining. But that was a really dope attack. And ulti got destroyed, and that means something since she's, an activated zone type, I believe.
Mm.
So, her endurance is high level, but, getting pierced through the stomach is pretty devastating. So, yeah.
I did have something to say about that, but really quick, the Hera design, unimpressed. I mean, the homies are whatever anyway. It's not like they're like crazy looking, artistic, masterpieces or whatever the case might be, but there's something about Hera that just kind of feels like just slapped a woman's face on a cloud versus like Prometheus kind of has a thing going. Like Prometheus has like a character in his design, and Zeus too. Like Zeus, with a little hat and everything. He's like this goofy little boy kind of personality, and Napoleon kind of has like a savage thing going on to him, and
savage, so yeah, happy, like
yeah. But
bipolar-ish.
I mean, I guess the most I could say about Hera is she kind of seems like hoity-toity or something, but
yeah, she's the new impetuous leader, and she wants everyone gives her love at she does it, so that's her thing. I mean, she was scary as hell when she was eating Zeus. That made me like, oh my god.
Yeah, freaking Zeus character arc. They didn't see that coming. Yeah, big moment for Zeus in the entire chapter, like, and his like getting you in the feels situation, and you can really get the sense of his sadness and despair.
And it all mattered for nothing.
Yeah, just because Big Mom just bloop. Nah, son, not interested.
You yeeted two people today, Otama and Zeus. Literally snatched their souls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
But yeah, going back to the ulti thing. So I'll say this, like, I don't think her and Page 1 are done. And I know it's maybe you can be like, oh, she took a fucking beam right through the gut, like, and it was a pretty sizable hole, like, I don't know that, where's she gonna go from here. But at the same time, like, if you go back to Whole Cake, Oven got like pierced in the gut too by Ichiji when they were escaping and stuff, and he managed to get up and then start boiling the ocean. So I mean, maybe he can cauterize the wound with his heat or whatever. But it's still.
This seems like an attack that would be cauterized. This one seems like it's an auto cauterized wound, so she's just gonna have to walk around without no gut for a while. She can fight. I mean, that's impressive, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's just One Piece logic. It's not a damning thing to take. To get a hole blown through your body.
Crazy logic, but yeah.
So yeah, I don't think they're done. I think they're out of commission for a significant amount of time, probably. Probably get some like ulti crawling around and gripping at her stomach, moving from place to place. But yeah.
Do you think she still follows up and like they continue the Nami fight with her?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I think she has more of a vendetta against Big Mom. I mean, Big Mom beat the shit out of her brother and put a hole through her. So, I don't think she's gonna just let that sit and not do anything. So I think
she did when Big Mom and Nami were both there. She kind of went more after Nami to try and take her out first. Mm-hmm. So
well, she was responding to Nami attacking her, so it's like she had to deal with that confrontation, and she probably thought like she could resolve that issue fairly quickly and then move on or whatever to her detriment.
Big Mom does not fight honorably. Like she's in the middle of a fight and she's like, you know what? I hate this girl. I want to just put a hole through her chest.
Yeah.
And lots of funny moments by Usopp too, especially Nami. They, with their weakling, trio thing, really showing off how scared and outclassed they really are by the Yonko, and how close to death they are several times is pretty just hilarious in their response. A lot of range of emotions there. They have Nami, telling Zeus to go away with their stuck-up attitude, and they're crying, and they're laughing at the one moment. It's just a lot of emotional range on display in chapter 113.
Yeah.
Or 1013.
Yeah, pretty funny stuff. How do you think this Kid versus Big Mom situation is going to turn out?
I think he's going to get smacked, and it's going to look really dire for him in a second, and then Law's going to show up, and it'll be like, Law and Kid. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to go another chapter, and it's like, our dad.
I hope Kid pulls out some more stuff. I don't know if
I think Law might have some more in him, honestly. I think his ability especially has shown to be effective against Big Mom. She doesn't know how to like counter his teleporting yet.
Yeah.
And he attacks the inside. And that, like Big Mom has like the tough skin, right? But like can't really protect her organs, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean we've seen that him and Kid and Law were effective in disabling the homies. So, I mean maybe they try it again, but Big Mom is like wise to their little game, so they kind of disrupt that. And Hera maybe seems a little bit more competent than Zeus, so she could possibly avoid whatever they're trying to accomplish. I'm thinking maybe this is the part where we see more of the ceiling of Kid's like capabilities, because all he's done so far is just brute force stuff, just WWE body slam and punch.
Hit it with the rock bottom, yeah. But
yeah, I'm hoping he does some interesting stuff.
He hasn't shown any like advanced like armored Haki. We've seen or even Conqueror's Haki, so I don't see how he's gonna be able to compete.
Yeah. Until
he gets that ability, to be honest.
I'm wondering, maybe it's far-fetched. It would be interesting to see him have some kind of Haki bloom, like he could have observed what Luffy was doing and kind of piece something together. It'd be a big jump. He does have Conquerors, so I guess it's a potential.
He does, right? It's confirmed?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
So, here's the thing with Law coming back. He saw Luffy explain how to use Conqueror's Haki and why he could stay. So, if he shows up and he's like, hey, you have Conqueror's Haki, coat your attack with it, and he'll be like, what? And maybe he'll understand how to do it and have a super effective attack, and they can like make Big Mom bleed or something.
Yeah, Big Mom needs to take some damage.
Bleed.
She has still not taken any damage whatsoever.
But that's part of her backstory is that her skin is like OD hard, right? Like when she's conscious, there's nothing that can penetrate it, and I don't know if that's because of what she is versus how strong her Haki is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's related, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll be a significant moment, and then I'll be more content with Kid and his accomplishments if he could actually be the first to pull off, some physical damage on Big Mom in the whole series that we've seen so far. That would be cool to see. But yeah, I don't think Kid's gonna win.
I'd have to.
I think Kid will put up a decent fight, but I think Big Mom is ultimately going to squash him.
Yeah, I think the only thing going for Kid now is that we know that his metal especially can counter, I guess, Zeus, right? So I think they'll have the advantage in that situation. As for the other two, we'll see. I mean, I don't understand why he hasn't like snatched a Napoleon sword.
Yeah, that is weird.
Just like stab her in the back or something.
Yeah, the only thing that can pierce Big Mom is Big Mom herself. So, anyway. But yeah, and then there was the final pages. We see Luffy lost this round with Kaido, and it was interesting to me to see Kaido's reaction to this. I mean,
no, it's consistent with what he's shown. He's really emotional.
Yeah, I don't think it's inconsistent.
But it's also like he's also been trying to die.
Yeah,
and I think he was hyped. He's like, yes, I finally have a chance. I'm gonna get a really good fight and a really cool ending. From Straw Hat Luffy. He's like, nope, not yet.
Yeah, but maybe he has some like sadness inside of him. Like he talked about hope and not giving up hope. Maybe he had different understanding of the Rock's pirates when he first joined, and he kind of put his hope into Zebek or something, and like he let him down on some level. Or maybe he has a kind of similar thing with Moria, where like Moria was traumatized by losing all of his crew members, and he decided to make shadow puppets so he wouldn't have to deal with the pain of losing his nakama or whatever. Maybe Kaido experienced something similar, some kind of traumatizing event. I mean, this kind of sets up a precedence for maybe we finally get Kaido's backstory. So there's the potential for that. But yeah, don't think Luffy's done. And yeah,
not quite. But I am tired of getting his ass beat and being unconscious. But the only thing I could say is maybe this is just like a tease, because we did see him in a similar situation before in this Kaido fight where he looked unconscious, and then he just got right back up and smacked him up in his face. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that's what this is. It's just like a little tease, and he's just gonna wake up and like have a cool second shift right away, and he'll like grab on Onishigama, like bounce himself back up, or maybe he'll hit the ground. If they're over land. maybe he'll just smack into the ground and have to catch up like he always has to do, and someone's got to go fly his ass back to the main battle, so that they cannot die.
I mean, okay. So in the previous chapter, we had Momonosuke. You got the journal and he's reading it. So that seems like a red herring to me, that something significant is gonna happen with Momonosuke, and he could be the one who goes and gets Luffy, and then we get a cool ass scene of Luffy flying like on a fully realized, Momonosuke dragon back to the battle, and he's like determined look in his eye, or whatever the case might be, and he pushes.
And Momo is the only one who's really aware of what Luffy is and what he's doing at the moment, so it would make sense for him to try and go and save him right after that,
Yeah, I mean, some people speculate maybe Yamato, maybe she has some kind of flying Zoan type that will allow her to go and grab Luffy. I mean, Yamato is heading to where Kaido is. If anything,
what if Yamato is like a fairy?
That'd be weird.
Fairy though. Flying fairy. Yeah,
exactly. But I don't know. I mean, it could be she'll serve the purpose of, stalling Kaido now, because now Kaido's freed up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Kaido's content to just kind of sit there on top of Onigashima and, let his minions deal with everything else that's going on.
Check out the scenery and stuff. He's got a great view. I don't know if anyone's seen this before, floating on Ishigama. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. He's like, man, this is a really cool land. I'm glad I killed everybody here and made this my home. But Kaido, I think he's going to have a moment with Luffy when Luffy comes back, and he's going to be like really show him how to use Conqueror's Haki. Because Luffy to this point has had teachers to help him refine in battle. He in his fight with Katakuri, it helped him refine the observation Haki. With Hyogoro, he helped him with the armament Haki. And it'd be hilarious, I think, if Kaido's like, you know what, you could kill me. This is what you gotta do, really, when you punch it, man. Like, really, lean into it, dog. Like, there you go, like that. That's the one that beat my head into the dirt, or something like that. Like, I could see, Kaido, getting taken out crying with, tears of joy, as Luffy's killing him or something like that. Kaido's a weirdo.
It'd be weird to see Kaido cry. I mean, he cried when he was drunk before, but I don't think he would give Luffy any tips, because I think he kind of feels like he has to earn it. You know what I mean? Earn the win, and he did. He wouldn't want him to just
And Katakuri didn't really tell him anything either. He just kept fighting him.
Yeah, but I think we're getting kind of something similar to Alabasta. This is Water Luffy, and we got Blood Luffy coming up soon. So Luffy's had 3 encounters or three knockouts. This being the 3rd one from Kaido. So
he had the first one over land, then he went to prison. He had what was the second one? Isn't this the second one?
Well, no, he got Ragnarok before, and he was knocked out then. But then
that was the first one. Yeah, when he went to
when you're talking about when he thought his crew was killed from Kaido's Boro Breath back in Okobore or whatever the hell they were, but he got knocked out up here. Remember, before he learned Conquerors, and then that's what led him to learn about putting Conquerors. He got up after a minute after Zoro did his final attack.
So that one was kind of like a second, to gather breath. I don't fully count that, but it's technically true. This would be him, getting stabbed through the chest, by a crocodile.
Yeah. Hard theory. I mean, Hyogoro has mentioned that Luffy looks like the God King thing when he goes into Gear 4. So maybe there's some kind of shrine or something in Wano that kind of expounds upon that, and that'll be the resource Luffy uses to step up his capabilities, or whatever the case might be.
And we're going to have to see. I mean, if he's above the ocean, this could be a real short conversation. But I also, what was I going to say? I think he might not just be out. I think he may also be a similar situation where he got, like you said, knocked out by the Bagura cannon, and he was, he pops back up to keep fighting Kaido. I'm hoping that's this moment where he's semi-unconscious, and he's just going to take a moment to think and be like, oh, maybe he'll have a flashback moment where he connects what Hyogoro was saying with something, or even what Rayleigh said. Maybe he'll have another flash of, the training then, and maybe one of the last lessons he was trying to teach him, and understand what he was trying to show him the whole time. and then come right back up, in a rematch. I'm hoping he has like a helium form. He'll just fly up. He'll be like balloon man.
Yeah. What if he lands on Big Mom's ship and then like splits it in half or something? That'd be pretty interesting.
And the Big Mom pirates all die too.
They're just all like, what the hell? Like holding on to like driftwood and shit.
Wano has not been good to them.
Nah. I will say, I mean, for a significant portion of One Piece, Luffy has, lost the first round or second and then picked it back up again. But more heavily in post time skip has that been the case, and also like he's never like I don't think he's just ever won a straight up fight like
yeah.
Like he beat Caesar, but Caesar beat him in the first round amongst other Straw Hat members, and then like he had assistance with Dofi, he had assistance with this and that and the other, and and like even with Dofi I can kind of justify it to a degree because he had trouble with him, so it was like a 2v2, and then he also had to deal with Bellamy as well. But like I need Luffy to whip some ass. I need him to take on a significant
like an admiral
person,
or somebody, right? And like not
and
get your ass beat the first round.
Don't get knocked out the first round. Don't get any help from anybody else. Like be
the pirate king.
Yeah.
Not be pirate bitch. Just
the pirate bitch.
Every time, man. Like I'm sorry. Like you don't get to lose and come back. Like haha, you didn't kill me. It's like yes, I did. You were dead. Your heart stopped. I felt it. I was in your chest, bro. He's like, yeah, but you didn't kill me. He's like, God, how many times do you gotta do this, Luffy? Yeah. It's like, I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna let you win. Yeah, you beat me. My plans are full.
Yeah, man. Those are my notes. Was there anything else in particular you wanted to talk about?
Just I think big props to Kid. I think in the chapter with the Gibson, the Punk Gibson attack, really cool seeing him. And then maybe not do a lot of damage, but at least shocking one of the Yonko.
He stopped her, Napoleon strike. So he blocked her sword and then smashed her into the ground. So,
big props to Kid.
Mm-hmm.
He wants all the smoke from the Yonkos. He's fought at least 3 of them. He hasn't fought Blackbeard, but taking on Shanks, Big Mom, and Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, maybe he's like, I can beat one of you. I know it.
He's not even messing with Blackbeard though. Switching. We try a different Yonko every time, see what happens.
One of these power combinations is gonna work in my favor.
I mean, there is that little tidbit when he was in Udon, and Caribou was talking to Luffy about Kid and the rumors about him, and he's like, I didn't lose to Big Mom. I went there and got what I needed to take, and so he obtained something from Big Mom's territory.
You got a poneglyph?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I think there would have been more of a commotion about that, and she did mention Roger was the only other person to accomplish such a thing. I mean, unless he just went super espionage, but that doesn't seem like Kid's style to me. So
Ninja Kid,
Yeah. Kid is more
like
of
all black gear, just like slipping up in there.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe that'll play a factor in. We'll get more backstory on that. Maybe that'll play a factor in how effective he'll be against Big Mom. It'd be crazy. I mean, I don't see it happening.
Maybe he got information how to defeat her soul technique. Maybe that's what he got. Like a visual of how to actually beat her. Nothing like physical, but just like a battle strategy or something that's like mental.
Yeah. I mean, if Kid beats Big Mom, that gives him a lot of
he would be a Yonko, right?
On his name, yeah.
I would say, you beat a Yonko, you're a Yonko. So,
yeah.
But it depends. If he has help from Law, then it's like, it's
another final crackpot theory. So, some people are speculating the raid will fail and they'll lose or whatever. I guess it'll be a temporary loss, but. Sometimes I think like, what'll happen if they lose? But then like Toki shows up, and like she said she can't go back in time, but like maybe she can do something like if she sacrifices herself, like you can go like one time go back in time, and like she can like rewind the whole events of Onigashima, and like
isn't Toki dead?
It wasn't confirmed. Like, I mean, there's speculation she's still there in Wano and still alive, so who knows? Maybe she jumped into the future again but stayed in Wano. to serve some kind of purpose here at this final battle. But you know, who knows? Maybe she like rewinds time and they get like a second chance. And knowing the things they know now, like going into that fight, they can, you know, circumvent certain things from happening. Like Kanjuro won't get away, and X, Y, and Z, and all this shit, you know. But
yeah, we'll see. I don't think that's gonna happen. Rewinding time seems like it's just a free giveaway, but I could see them getting more assistance as time goes on, like another character, like, you know, joining the fray. And yeah, but hopefully Luffy's not out for too long.
Word. Yeah. So that was our review, and now we move on to our chapter grade. I like this chapter more than the previous chapter. This was more interesting. I'm going to give it a 8.1. 8.1 I think is a solid grade for this chapter. Cool stuff. The homie stuff was interesting. There was a lot of comedy in this chapter. And then we got a Zeus character development, and you know,
And the yeet moment.
yeah, and kid showing off. That was pretty awesome. You know, yeah, cool stuff, man.
So for me, I think I gave it a 7.3. Overall, really good beats. But I will say, awfully disappointed by seeing Luffy yet again.
Yeah.
But big moment from Big Mom. Great splash pages. I loved it. Just a little short, honestly, for me. That was one of my things too. But overall, humor great. Hera is terrifying, and I want to see if you know, Nami's bubble, you know, attack has any effect on maybe taking her out, because Zeus is still technically inside her, or if like she's just gonna like get stronger from that and actually be able to use that. And we'll see. I still think Kid has a bigger chance. I think his magnetism power kind of just works really well against Big Mom, and he'll be able to counter some of her strategies, at least for a second. But you could be right, and she could just like, you know, smash him now that she has like a clear line at him. It's just a 1v1.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, the big thing is, will he be able to pull out Conqueror's Haki? And does he know it? You know. I mean, he wasn't there with them. Yeah, he left early before Luffy did it, so I don't think he saw any of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I will say, I did not see this coming with Luffy losing like red. Like I thought, given the way they left it off before on the rooftop, that there was gonna be more time. Like it seemed like him and Kaido were gonna be having some more of a back and forth, and then we get more stuff on the inside. But yeah, this resolution happened pretty quickly. So
we got a squash match here. Yeah, just Luffy getting thrown out of the ring, and I guess the big question is, will he recover, or where is his placement? Where is Onishigama? You know, in terms, is it over the water? It would be, like you said, if it's over the water, you know, him jumping into the big pirate ship might be a good actual answer. Like, you know, he pops up and he's like, oh, and it's all of them surrounding him, and he has to fight his way out real quick.
Yeah. Or
they could be over land, and he just, like, you know, bounces into maybe a shrine, like you said, and gets some more knowledge. But we'll see.
So yeah, 8.1 on my end, and you said 7.8, right?
7.3.
Okay. All right, man. Now we move on to the MVP. Who's your MVP?
Mine would have to be Big Mom. Big things from her. Big attack, taking out ulti, snatching Otama, snatching Zeus out the air. Had a lot of range of emotions, flipping the script back and forth. Big Mom carried this, you know. She really did.
Yeah.
We had the most rebounds, points, and assists here. Rare triple-double from Big Mom tonight.
Yeah, I have to reluctantly agree with you. I kind of want to give it to Kid because he was impressive, but, you know, he definitely didn't accomplish as much as what Big Mom accomplished.
I was thinking about giving it to Hera. You know, she made a really impressive debut. I know your thing was the character design, but still chomping off bits of Zeus was pretty scary, and then intercepting Nami, trying to help him, was a big moment. And then, of course, being the spear, that attack against ulti.
Yeah.
So, big things from her, too.
So, yeah. And you said you had an LVP for this chapter?
Yeah. My chapter LVP is Luffy, for once again, getting his ass kicked and making me be like, why do I root for you? You break my heart every time. I think you're going to do some cool.
Yeah.
But But we'll see. I'm also hoping that he's going to redeem himself immediately and sort of have a flashback moment and possibly think about his training with Rayleigh, or his training with Yogaros to this point, or even all of his fights, and regain consciousness in the middle of the air and come back swinging. I'm hoping that this is just a low dip so that he has a more epic return and we get some more rooftop action. So maybe this is a big red herring, or distraction, I will say, from Oda. Be like, haha, they think he's done, but he's right back in the fight. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I say that is because he did lose consciousness to Kaido and he popped up with a cooler, stronger attack. So I'm hoping he does that again, and maybe we get an end of chapter where it's like Gear 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can say about that. If I had to pick an LVP, I'd probably give it to Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus is a good
for not, for making that big speech and then just, getting insta down. Mm-hmm. So,
he did 0 damage. In fact, gave an HP buff to Hera. Yeah. So, increasing the enemy stats, really, really ineffective here.
Gotta release him into the wild. He's not useful.
IVs ain't nothing.
But yeah, man.
Okay.
All right, and we are now going to give our predictions. So like I said before, I didn't think this thing was going to resolve with Kaido and Luffy so quickly. I thought they had more time to stall out each other. But, we're moving the story forward. Like I said, I think it's significant that in the previous chapter, Momonosuke was reading the journal. So, I think there's meaning behind that, and it seems to have some kind of significance to Luffy's fate. Momonosuke is also aware of what's going on with Luffy. Because I guess he has the voice of all things going on with him in some capacity. So I could see him, maybe we wouldn't see the panel of him grabbing Luffy or saving him or whatever, but we get something where he's like, I gotta go, and then Shinobu's like, no, don't leave, and he zips off and flies off somewhere. I like to see him in a full dragon form. That'd be pretty dope. But maybe not. We're getting indications that everybody's working their way towards a live floor. I think there's high potential for either we get an update on the Frankie versus Sasaki, Robin and Brooke versus Black Maria, or Jinbei versus Who's Who situation, and we get some development in that area, and then be like, okay, now I gotta go to the live floor, and we'll get chapter by chapter. We gotta go to the live floor. We got to the live floor. What's it called? Kinemon is trying to get to Momonosuke, but maybe he's gonna do a sidetrack with Okiku to go find Kanjuro. Yeah, I mean, I would like to say it's a higher probability of either we see Frankie or Jinbei, because those are two fights we haven't seen in a long time relative to everybody else's fights that have been going on. Or maybe we get an update on the live floor. I mean, who knows? Maybe the live floor will be saved for when everybody actually gets there, and then we see some kind of carnage there, shit that's gone down, and Chopper's knocked out, X-Drake is knocked out, Marco's knocked out, who knows?
Yeah.
Or at least they're on their last legs or something.
For me, I think what happens next chapter is we see Big Mom versus Law. I think that might actually be the title. Or, not Law versus Kid. And maybe Law joins in the battle. But I do think we get a Kid versus Big Mom intro fight scene. And what else? I do think that we are due for an update on I think other fights too, like versus who's he fighting?
Jack
versus Jack. That would be a really good check-in. Seeing Marco obliterated by the 3 commanders, I'm thinking, is also coming soon. I don't see how he possibly survived all that onslaught from them. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be focused more on Kid and Big Mom, and maybe I'm hoping we get an immediate follow-up with Luffy, and it's not as dire as we think it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's super dire. I think he'll recuperate, and I'm like 99% sure whatever happens after he recuperates will be significant in him gaining some insight or something as to how to defeat Kaido and Big Mom, upgrade himself in some capacity, put him right over the edge.
Also, thing we did miss that I want to reiterate was Big Mom flipping on Otama. So, the motherly protection, personality trait only has a certain limit. If she feels like she's betrayed, it's death to them. And that's what that showed with Lola, and showing right here, which is really interesting. How
mothering mode just went straight out the fucking window. That was the thing for like 2 seconds. But yeah, I mean, she's a petulant child. That's Big Mom's personality, and she's just given to whatever whim strikes her at the moment, and she is 100% secure in her belief that she is right, and what she's doing is noble, and whatever things she does in the course of events is justified by her ultimate, objective and what she wants to accomplish.
Could you see like Big Mom taking out Kid immediately, and then going to the floor, and then Kaido showing up, and they just go at it because it's like, oh yeah, we're beefing again. And maybe Ulti shows up and is like, yo, Big Mom put a hole in me. And he's like, what? How dare you, Olin? And it's like, that's how they get by, because it's like these guys are distracted by each other, and they're gonna like the Straw Hats, and they're just gonna like slink off and like lick their wounds for a second, and then come back and be able to beat the survivor. What I'm thinking is Kaido.
It's hard to say. Like, I don't think Kaido has any love for his subordinates. But at the same time, I mean, he does have a reputation to uphold, so he can't let something like that just go unanswered as well. Yeah. So it's hard to say how he'd feel about it. Maybe,
like if it was one of like the pleasures, and probably no big deal, because her conquerors haki can knock them out. But smacking one of his top lieutenants is another thing entirely.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, maybe Kaido sees. I mean, in some crazy world, maybe Kid beats Big Mom, and Kaido's like, "How the hell did you let this scrub beat your ass?" Because he's already like has some disdain towards her, calling her an invalid and all this kind of stuff. So and then like Luffy's like, because Big Mom's like, "How did you how is Luffy hurting you? Like, how is that actually affecting you?" So
and then he didn't save her when she was falling off on Ishigami either.
Yeah.
That could be a thing where it's like, you didn't help me, and he's like, well, you got smacked by Kid. He's like, you got smacked by Luffy. What the heck are you talking about? Saw you bleed, motherfucker. And then they're like, oh yeah, you want to do something? Yeah, I want to do something. Square up, motherfucker. And they just go at it. I could see this alliance snapping like that. I feel like it has to.
Maybe that. I mean, that they could. The alliance could break up that way, and then it would be a parallel to Luffy's alliances and how like they stick together and don't betray each other versus the fickleness of alliances and more cutthroat pirates and shit like that. So maybe it falls apart before it even gets off the ground.
But it is off the ground. Anyway.
Yeah. But that's my those are my predictions. I guess my predictions have turned into more generalities than they have been straight up like, this is what I really think is going to happen, because there's so much going on, there's so many wild card potentials. It's easier for me to give probabilities than to just give a hard line like, this is what I really think is going to happen.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff, honestly. Good chapter 113 delivered the goods. I love it. Thank you again, Oda, for bringing us the heat. All this liver.
Sadness for the break, but yeah, I predict there will not be a chapter this week. That's 100% gonna come true. So
imagine he's like, psych, motherfucker, I heard you talking. Here's a free one. But no, it's gonna be, I think May 30th chapter is gonna be a big one. Chapter 1014 I'm very much looking forward to. Gotta get an immediate follow-up. Every week you got me needing more, man.
Yep. So yeah, man, with that being said, love the chapter. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. We had a good time going through it. Always love talking One Piece with my bro and sharing it with the community. Like, if you guys want to interact with us, feel free, leave comments, hit the like and subscribe.
Be sure to follow us, Journey to Laughdale, set it up, and we should have some more content coming through there as well. Link to the YouTube channel is on the page already. So if you are following there, feel free to come see us on our YouTube channel where all our stuff is, and the older chapters as well. So if you have any questions maybe about how we thought other chapters went, you can follow some of our earlier work, and be sure to comment if you like the subscribe button.
On that note, we will see you guys next time. Peace.